Hey guys, I'm Joy and this is Joy's Beauty Johns. So we're back for another week for Shop My Stash, but this time I have something kind of exciting for you guys. I did pick up some new items from TJ Maxx, and as we shop my stash, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I got, and I'm also going to put things away. So if you're interested in that, just stay tuned. So as per usual, I've got my little blue basket here to pick out the items. And we're going to start with primers. So I've been using this guy. How about if we pull this little fella? And let's also pick this little fella. So I want to pick out the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. And I also want to pick out the Infallible Glow Lock by L'Oreal. For foundation, I definitely want to test these two guys this week. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, as well as the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I'm also going to pull out this. So we have the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. So for my stash, I'm starting out with some favorites from last week. I have the Urban Decay Brow Pencil. I've got this Smashbox eyeliner. This is that fishnet color, always on gel liner. I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors Slim Light. I have my Kat Von D Thunderstruck. I have my KKW Under Eye Brighten Powder. My Marc Jacobs, which I believe is getting on its last leg. We might be able to open up a new one soon. The Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. I have the iconic London Brow Cushion. And the Essence Make Me Brow Mascara. I also want to pull a priming oil. I'm going to pull this 24 karat gold primer oil. If we shake it up, you can see the little gold flakes in there. So I'll try this with that matte foundation and see if this helps. For setting mist, I'm going to pull this Laura Geller Spackle Mist. This is something I just hauled recently and I want to give it a try. We should be good on our staple drawer because I do have those products already pulled from last week. From this drawer we should be okay, but I might want to actually pull out these two foundations by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have them in beige and porcelain. And I think between the two of these colors, I can get my color. So I want to give these a whirl, see how they work, see how I like them as foundation. All right, so in the first drawer, we've got face powders. Because I am pulling the CoverGirl Vitalist, I want to pull the CoverGirl powder. I think I'll also pull this Youthwear by Neutrogena. Let's pull one of these Kat Von D's too. I'll pull a Kat Von D translucent powder. I have two. Let's see which one's. I think this is the one that's open. So because I have so many Kat Von D powders, I want to try to use some of these up. So I'm going to work on this translucent locket powder this week as well for under my eyes. Okay, so bronzers and highlights and blushes. Well, all right, let's pause. So I wanted to share with you guys some of my recent finds from TJ Maxx. I found the Japanesque Luxe Powder Brush. It's really soft, dual fiber brush. I found this Urban Decay highlighter in Sin. I found these two Bare Minerals blushes in the Aphrodisiac. And this is the one. I also found this Baked Gelato Swirl Trio highlighter in French Kiss, Pixie Pearl, and Molten Copper. Then I found the Laura Geller Alanize set that came with this lip topper. It's a Color Luster lip gloss in Bare Topaz, and it came with this really pretty highlighter by Laura Geller and Alanize. It was a collab. And this is in Tempting Topaz. We have this Plushies lip veil from Lime Crime in Violet. Laura Geller Nude Kisses lip gloss in Cocoa Beach. And we have this Too Faced Too Hot glitter lipstick. It's really beautiful, and the packaging is everything to me. I love it. I also picked up a backup of the Kat Von D in Thunderstruck. And I also picked up the Laura Geller Baked Bronzer. I did get this last week, but I got it in medium. This one is light. And then I also picked up the Montauk Escape palette. Lastly, I was super excited to find nude and mauve Lime Crime lip sets. So I'm going to go ahead and put these away as we shop my stash so that we have them as options for the week as well. All right, so for the little Lime Crime minis, these little fellas, I'm going to put them down here. So we kind of have them in here. All right, and then for the two little lip liners, I'll set them in there with the other lip liners. Okay. Take out this ColourPop lipstick and replace it with this guy. I'll move it up here. I also have this little highlighter palette, which hopefully will fit somewhere in here. Perfect. I'll put the little Thunderstruck in here with these single shadows. And okay, and we'll put this palette with its friend. I kind of decluttered this drawer a little bit. It's kind of still messy, but I have a couple palettes coming in the mail and in Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, so I definitely needed more room. I'll show you where I moved the more drugstore palettes to. Last guys, this is going to be a challenge because I have no idea where these will fit. I did make room for this little guy so these guys can be together. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys the difference. Whoa! This one is the light that I just picked up, and this is the medium that I picked up last week. So they're fairly similar, a slight little depth here in the medium. I think they're both really beautiful. All right, so thankfully Alanized is skinny enough to fit here behind that guy. All right. So we'll fit the Urban Decays back here. I have the two highlighters and a blush. So I just need to find space for these guys. Okay, miracle of miracles, we actually were able to fit them. So that's good. All right, and then I recently picked this up from TJ Maxx. I thought this was a really cute little box. It was reminiscent of spring. And what I basically did was pull out some of the palettes that I want to make some decisions on and I want to get more use out of. So this is like mostly kind of like drugstore-ish, and then some other ones. I want to make sure that I'm using these Profusion palettes. I have 7 of them here, 8 actually, 9 maybe. Actually, I do think I have 9. Yeah. I have this one as well. So I want to make sure I'm getting my use out of them. I pulled these little e.l.f. sort of like I want to call them single shadows, but there's clearly 3 colors. So these little like trios, they may be junk or they may be great. I haven't even tried them, and I feel like I'm never going to try them if I leave them in my drawer like that. Stuff out, because these are things I need to make some decisions on. I have some Model's Own palettes here. I have some cargo palettes. I did pull one of my cargo palettes out that I did test. It's the this one. This is the Namaste in India cargo palette. This one I have tried and I actually really like it a lot. So I put this in with my regular eyeshadow palettes because I know I'll use it. I want to try these and see. I do have little nieces that I can pass on some of this makeup to. I also have friends and family and such. So I want to give these a try. Make sure that I'm using them. If I don't like these, then I'm going to declutter them. And there are some high-end ones in here. I have the Tarte Sizzle palette. I want to make sure that I like this. I have these little Laura Gellers that I know work well, but like I never really reach for them. The Pixies I need to try. This MAC and Aaliyah, I'm just not sure how I feel about it. I already kind of complained about this Smashbox palette before, so I want to make sure that I go through each of these things in here. This NYX, I'm sure I'll be decluttering, but I want to make sure I test this Clara palette. The Smashbox I've had for a minute and never even touched it, so like I just need to make sure that I'm using my palettes, I'm testing them. If I don't like them, then I need to be passing them on. So I love trying new products, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping things in my collection that I love. I also threw this little e.l.f. lipstick in there because I don't think he's that great. I want to double check though, but this might end up being kind of like a declutter box as I find things or run out of room, and there are things I like better than other things. You know, I only have these 5 drawers. So this is kind of my little overflow right now and my like testing box. So I thought it was cute and I love the little pattern, and I think it's pretty enough that it can kind of just sit out of the way and be a little part of my beauty room. All right, so let's pick out a palette for this week. All right, so one of the palettes I want to pull is this Urban Decay Born to Run. I purchased this and I've been too afraid to touch it. So it's beautiful and I just need to tap into it. I need to break the seal. I think I'll pull this one out too. The Sipping Pretty palette by Kylie. Let's see what else we have. I think I'll also pull my Morphe palette from BoxyCharm. I haven't used this yet, and I probably should. And then let's also pull one of my test palettes out. I think I want to try the Siennas as well this week. See how I like this and everything. For face palettes, I'm going to pull out this Butter London. I want to test this again. Make sure that I like it as much as I like some of these other things, because if not, I'm going to declutter this little guy. I feel like he can tend to be a little patchy, so I want to give him a try. Additionally, I will pull out, I guess I'll try the Cocoa Contour Kit, but I haven't worn this in a few weeks. And I think for highlighter, I'm going to pull out, one of the highlighters I'll pull out will be this Got Me Beaming by ColourPop. I will try this. I haven't used this in a while. Let's pull out Staunch by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Pretty nude color. I feel like that would come in handy this week. And let's also pull out this Pretty Nude by Lorac in Duchess. It's a beautiful nude color. I think I'll pull this Bobbi Brown bronzer this week. That's what it looks like. This is an illuminating bronzing powder. And in case I don't like this, I think I will try that light bronzer by Laura Geller. For blush, I recently hauled this. This is the Laura Geller in Sunswept. So I'll try that, as well as let's do Apricot Berry by Laura Geller as well. All right, then for highlight, I do want to pull this Urban Decay and Sin as well. All right, so let's make sure we have everything we need. 2 blushes, bronzer, highlight. I know what I'm missing. Concealer. All right, what do we got? I think I can pull this out and this out. This camo concealer is totally getting decluttered. It doesn't cover anything. And this little guy, I'm like, meh. So I'll put these in my little declutter box. I think I'm also going to declutter these 2 Makeup Revolution ones. I don't think they work very well, but I'm going to put them in my testing box, see if they're going to make it or break it. All right, so, oh, I'm also not a fan of this age rewind that everybody raves about. To me, this doesn't really provide a lot of coverage. It might provide some moisturizing under the eyes, but I don't think it covers very well, at least not for me. All right, I'm going to pull the Infallible Pro Glow since we have those foundations. I'm also going to pull this Maybelline Fit Me concealer. So we have 4 eyeshadow palettes, 2 contour palettes, 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, 2 concealers, 2 lipsticks, face powder, a bunch of concealers, some priming oil, primer, setting spray, powder. All right, so grab all this stuff out. All right, so we would do primer and or priming oil. We'd have foundation, we'd have concealer, powder. Okay, then we have our contour. We have bronzer, blush, highlight, okay, then I would do my brows, under eye, brows. This goes with contour. Brows, brows. Okay, then we have eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, inner corner, and lipstick. So I think that's all of our stuff. Oh, and setting spray. All right, so I think we've pulled everything for the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I picked out for my stash this week. Questions about anything? I'm always all ears, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd also love to hear what you picked out from your makeup this week. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. And as always, I love you and bye.